Hey, what's going on? Welcome to this video. My name is Leaf, all that good stuff. And yes, my room is a mess. Everything you can see, my bed isn't done. I feel like gross because I didn't take a shower yet. I'm telling you a lot of things. The reason why I want to make this video is I'm doing client work right now, and a lot of thoughts are just coming up in my head, and I'm like, I need to hit record and let this out because someone out there, whether it's you, whether it's whoever the hell, might be going through something very similar, and I want to just hit record and rant to you. Sometimes as freelancers, sometimes you might feel like people are throwing their bitch work at you, like the stuff they don't want to do, but they're hiring you to do. And because of this, you might feel resentful towards like the client or the work or yourself. Or maybe sometimes, you feel like this project is being stretched on too far because maybe you struggle with saying no or whatever it may be, right? There might be moments where the client might be way more demanding than you thought, and because of that, you are working extra on their project. And when you calculate your hourly rate and everything, you realize, oh my god, I'm kind of undercharging now, right now at this point. If you're in that kind of position, I want you to know this. Take my headphones off. My hair's a mess. If you're ever in that kind of situation, right, where you feel like you're being undercharged or you're kind of getting resentful, or it's like late night and you're kind of working on stuff and you're like, oh god, I just can't wait to get this done, catch yourself. Because if you act based on this thinking, the quality of your work is going to drop. The perception of value of what you do is going to drop for the client side, right? And, like, if you deliver bad work to a client, like word will spread. Oh my god, I don't want to hire this person anymore. And then they're not gonna. It's not gonna lead to referrals, and bad word of mouth is gonna spread within the marketplace, right? So let's say you are in this situation where it's like Friday night and you got to do this client, and this client's being very demanding, and you got to do this, but you feel like you're being undercharged. So like you're sitting there and you're like, oh my god, like why am I doing this? I want you to catch yourself and tell yourself this. I literally tell yourself this. This is what I do, right? And it's what I'm doing right now. Tell yourself, I am someone who over delivers and delivers the highest quality work in the most efficient way as possible for my client, and I deliver it with a smile, and I do not let the work or my client's demand break my integrity. During the duration of the project, that's how you want to think, right? No one breaks your integrity and your identity as a successful business owner. Because if you act in this way of being exceptional and choosing to be exceptional and identifying yourself as exceptional, naturally word will spread. People will come to you, you'll get hired for more projects, right? Because this is the fundamental aspect of this business stuff, right? Who you are, your integrity, and what you deliver, and how it is like to work with you. If you are solid at that, naturally your business will grow. But if you're bitter, resentful, and you're just like acting very subconscious, mean, passive aggressive ways, like, dude, you're not gonna scale a freaking business, right? So keep that in mind. I was at a panel, right? And it was a bunch of students asking me about, like, freelance marketing careers, things of that nature. And one of the students in the panel asked me, they're like, how do you manage your time? Because I have a lot of exams and studying and all these things I have to do. I realized, like, wow, this is a skill I actually lacked in university. And because I lacked this skill in university, being able to manage my time and, being disciplined and focused, because I lacked that, I have now in my freelance business hit burnout a couple of times because I didn't know how to plan my week out and be like, okay, from this time to this time, I'll work on this, because if I work on this at this time, I'll be free by Friday, and sticking to that schedule, right? Because I didn't do this, I hit burnout a couple of times. So here's the dilemma with this freelance, because essentially what we're doing is we're trading time for money, right? So let's say we were like hyper driven. We're like so freaking motivated, and we're like, I'm gonna hit a 5K month. I'm gonna hit a 10K month. So you do all these sales and marketing stuff, and then you eventually hit that 10K mark. But let's say you didn't price accordingly, or you didn't plan your projects out in the proper way, or maybe you didn't hire people in the right way because you're just starting off, right? Let's say you do that. Now the problem becomes, great, you have a lot of money, but now you also have a lot of work. And because you have a lot of work and you lack focus, discipline, and time management, now you're gonna do just a bunch of things willy-nilly, and with like you're gonna get entrenched in this trench of work in this dark place, and you're gonna be like working 12-hour days, heads down, la 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 la, like That's what you're gonna find yourself into. And the funny thing is, because you're so deep into the work, you're not marketing and selling your services. So you might hit 5K one month, right? Because you just, I guess you didn't price it properly, you have all this work to do now. Now, like, the next month, you're just head down deep into the work itself. And now, this month and the following month, you have to actually make no sales. So in a weird way, if you divide the money, you actually made 2.5K in one month and 2.5K in the next month. You see what's happening? So it's important, and this is something I'm realizing and implementing now in my business and everything. It's important you have like a structure. So know like, okay, this month I need to make this much, and I'll take 2 clients on, because then I won't burn out. And that'll give me enough time to do sales and marketing as well. Right? So being very focused and like knowing future projections. Don't just make it about I will hit X amount of money within this month, and that'll raise my ego, my self-worth, and all this stuff. No, you gotta like be strategic about how you go about onboarding and taking on new projects and clients. So keep that in mind. And the last thing I'm gonna share with you really here is the importance of protecting your confidence. You know, as a freelancer, maybe you're doing this full time, maybe you're not doing this full time, but you're gonna be alone. Like, you're gonna be alone in a room, and people won't get why you do what you do. Like, you know, people who just generally work 9 to 5, they have a boss they report to, an employer that they report to, a manager that they report to, and they get a lot of structure and validation from that. And then after work, they watch Netflix and then go to sleep and repeat, right? Like, it's a different life than if you're maybe doing a freelance side business and you're like after work and then you're trying to work on this thing and build it, right? Or maybe you're full time right now and you're just focusing on your freelancing things. I want to remind you, like, it's gonna get very fucking lonely sometimes, and people are gonna be like, why are you doing this? Why, like, who are you? Like, stop, just don't do this. And you gotta put yourself in this like bubble mentally, like, you know, imagine like yourself, and then imagine an aura. This is gonna sound super meta, man. Imagine an aura around you where it's like no bullshit's allowed in, like no bullshit. There's no bullshit aura, and you gotta remind yourself every day, like, no, I'm convinced that I'm trying to scale this business. This is where I want to go. This is the amount of money I want to make. And this is the type of clients I'm going to work with and I will work with, right? And repeat this every freaking day. Because sometimes you might have bad thoughts like, oh, I should just go back to a full-time job. Oh, this person was right. Or, oh, I can't go to this party because I have to work on this thing. And then if I say no, people are going to be like, why are you saying no to this? And I'll feel guilt. I'll feel extremely guilty. All this bullshit of life, right, is going to come in and go to your head. But it's up to you to maintain this anti-bullshit aura. Don't let that shit come into your head, right? Because most of the day, you're probably going to be alone to yourself, by yourself, with a laptop in your room, again, by yourself. And you just got to, like, prospect on LinkedIn, make the content, right? And no one's going to be like, hey, Matthew, hey, Joanna, I love what you're doing. I see you working hard. Go get him, Tiger. Right? You're not going to get that. Like, so, sometimes you will, but most of the times you're not going to get that. Most of the times you're probably going to get, like, your parents calling you, hey, where are you? Come to this, do this, or just get a job already, or like all these downer things, right? That shit's going to come to you. And when it does, you got to protect your fucking your confidence like a tiger. Like, nah, man, like, and understand you're in your own world. Like, you're not in the average person's world. Nothing wrong to be. There's nothing wrong with being average. And what is average, right? That's just so. But for the sake of this conversation in context, you're not the average person. You're doing things that are very unconventional. And because you're doing things that are very unconventional, you have to think very unconventionally. You gotta literally, again, anti-bullshit aura, or what the hell you call it. Like, especially when you're alone by yourself to yourself, this is the most important time you gotta practice this. Because most people won't get why you do what you do. Anyways, this is a random video. I just hit record and wanted to vent this shit out. Keep going out there, keep crushing it. Just know that I know you're probably head down deep into work and everything. I just want you to know I might not be physically there with you, but spiritually, mentally, whatever you may call it, I'm there right by your side during these while you're in the trenches, while you're just grinding it out. I'm spiritually with you, and I fucking get you, my friend. I fucking get you, okay? If you enjoy this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. Subscribe to my newsletter if you want more videos like this sent to your inbox. My name's Alif, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, peace, peace.